Favorite line or saying that your Ken had? Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach.
Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off first.
Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off too. Hi, my name's Kingsley Ben-Adir and I'm here with Esquire today to explain some things. Which Ken made the other Kens laugh the most? It's gotta be Ryan's Ken. We got to watch him play all those scenes out, you know, like it was so often he was center of the scene. There was one when he's on the car, when he was on the Jeep and he does the watches. I remember we did that all day and every time it was just like, what is going on? He screams something at Margot when he's on the Jeep and I just remember holding all of his junk and just having to like turn and just be like, this is ridiculous. Did playing a musical icon weigh heavily on you? Yeah. Because I don't sing or play the guitar, so I figured I should probably start learning immediately. It was more the patois and the representation of the culture authentically. That was the pressure that I felt from the beginning. I had to prepare Bob, and the way Bob was written in a way like almost as if it was French or Spanish, that we treated it like it was a different language, and that was the only way to really look after the culture and make sure the culture was represented properly. So every line in the film that I spoke was some version of something that Bob had said or we'd heard. That was the bulk of the work, was the patois. Were you apprehensive about the role at first? No, I thought it was a ridiculous idea I thought it was crazy because we don't really have anything in common, like physically, or, you know, we're both mixed, but I originally no, and then I found out that the family were involved and I watched some of Ray's work and we spoke and I kind of started trusting it a little bit more that we could make something work. Did you have to work on your soccer skills to play Bob, or were they already strong? Well, Bob's a pretty good footballer. I definitely don't play football as well as him, so like really early on in the process I was asking for football coaching. So they got someone from Arsenal or Chelsea, and I just had a football in my house and I do kick-ups and, you know, but Bob's definitely a better footballer than me, for sure. Which Bob Marley song is the most meaningful to you? So Just Say, because it was the last concert performance in Jamaica in front of a live audience that I performed, and it was the last song that I was studying. And there's something about the kind of mantra of repeating the lyrics of that song that it's just stunning, the poetry and the clarity and it's a beautiful song. I don't know why, it's really, that song touches me. What did your dance prep work look like? In Barbie, we had dance rehearsals with everyone and choreographers who told us the moves and we practiced them. And Bob, it was the same. I guess it was just hours and hours of like going over stuff. So it took a lot of work to try and get underneath that. Best character trait for my Ken, I think it was about holding things. I just felt that he should always be holding things, and if possible, holding things for Ryan. And there's something about that energetically that I just thought was interesting and suited the dynamic. and just trying to stand behind Ryan's shoulder as much as possible. I just thought maybe there's a closeness there. A favorite line or saying that your Ken had? My favorite line was, anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach. Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off too.
Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off first.
I think it was that one. I was just like, what is this? And then there was, we were only fighting because we didn't know who we were. I think he said like that. And we tried it in loads of different styles, loads of different accents. We did like a Shakespearean one, a Laurence Olivier one. We did like an American one. We did like a gangster one. We did like a London street one, you know. And then I think we landed on the like serious American. How did you feel when you found out the fate of your Peaky Blinders character? I was f***ing pissed. I was so annoyed. I'd been waiting for months and months and months for the scripts. And then I got a call before they came from a producer saying that they were gonna kill him. And I was like, great, thank you. Thank you very much. But it was fine. You know, I had a great time on that final season because there was a couple of scenes with Killian and a few scenes with, you know, some of the leading cast, so that was cool. You have amazing chemistry with Zoe Kravitz and High Fidelity. What kind of music did you both listen to on set? I don't know if I don't have any memories of us listening to music on set, but there was a High Fidelity playlist that I remember Zoe was making at the time, and there's loads of music on that playlist, and it's a whole range of songs from Fleetwood Mac to, you know, rock bands that I'd never heard of and hip hop. Yeah, so I've played that playlist like since we wrapped. You played Kareem in the second season of The OA. What would we have discovered about Kareem? I don't really know, because the final scene, I only got it the night before. So I only found out what that end was as we were making it. You know, it was all pretty secretive and they kept it close to them. Have you seen the fan videos doing the movements in Blood? I never learned it, I didn't need to. But I remember watching the first season before I got the job, and I remember when they all break into that dance at the end, I was like, how is this moving? Like it was so powerful. I think when the show got cancelled, a bunch of people went out down to Netflix to do the dance outside. And I was like, wow, people are crazy. Explain your accent choice in Secret Invasion. It was a process of elimination, really. I was like, I don't want to make him American. No, actually, one of the first scripts I read, it said that he was from London. And I just had this feeling that I didn't want to talk like me in that part. I was thinking kind of about communities in the UK where they're like, you know, mixed race communities, and I was looking at Birmingham and I was like, Peaky Blinders have done that. I think I was thinking about some sort of Scottish accent and Marvel said no. Newcastle, I was like, it's gonna be. So I was just going through the regions, and then I found Butetown in Cardiff, and I started looking into the history of that part of Wales, and I was like, oh wow, there's a huge a black history there that was so interesting, and a mixed race community there that goes back a long time. So yeah, just went with that. Yeah, it just made it more interesting for me basically to do an accent. Did playing Malcolm X change you as an actor? And what did you learn from Regina King as both a director and an actor? Yes, definitely. One Night in Miami was a job that when I finished that movie, I definitely felt like I'd learned so much, and it's more just the experience of going on a journey of playing a part like Malcolm, and having the support of someone as talented as Regina. Was just an experience. It was such a creative experience. It was so collaborative, and I guess Regina, she allowed us to play and figure the scenes out as we were going, so it really suited me in terms of style of working. So it was just an all-round incredible experience, and that's what it's about, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You want to have those. It was like that kind of experience is what I want more of moving forwards. And that's a wrap. Thank you.